Good morning. Buenos dias. And what am I Nigerian? How does she say? Teach me how to say that. Ikaro, Ikaro. That too. If you cringe because I said it wrong, I apologize. Charge it to my head, not my heart. No disrespect intended. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope everybody did something fun. If not, rested, went to church, mosque, whatever you do. I hope you did that. I went to church yesterday and it was great. It was very great. Sorry, I just got out the shower, so I'm looking at the TV and drying off. But yeah, we talked about Daniel and the Lion's Den. Look it up. Teach you some stuff. I just spent the last hour in the bathroom. Because, baby, that good old meal my ex-mother-in-law made yesterday, that sucker was good going down. But it felt even better when it came back out, baby, because, I don't know if I ate too much or not, but, baby, them greens was talking this morning. And I probably needed them. And that shower was wonderful because, baby, we had to wash that off. Kid stayed with her daddy last night. Only because we was darting up out of there real fast because he was in pain. So, I had a kid-free night and just shampooed my braids, my scalp. Because in another video I said I redid my edges, but because I'm still outside as much as I am, the damn scalp got the itching. So, I had to buckle down last night and go on and shampoo that bitch because it was itching. What a great way to end off the weekend, baby. I went to church, shampooed my hair, and I felt refreshed before I went to bed last night. It was just this morning I had to get rid of the devil inside. But the church that I went to is my ex family church. And Pastor said I'm always welcome, regardless. Like, even before we got married and we broke up a couple of times, he always said that I was always welcome to come back, regardless. So that's what I did. And anybody who feels like I shouldn't still be going around or whatever, again, at this point in our lives, we should already know the way of life. So I continue to go where I'm comfortable until I find another church home. But until then, that's where I'll be. So, but yeah, I woke up this morning. I felt good. I didn't wake up with nothing heavy other than my stomach. I didn't wake up with nothing heavy on my heart, nothing heavy on my mind. My sinuses are definitely more cleared up. Thank God for Vicks. So I can breathe more openly now. And it don't feel the way it's been feeling, cause baby, you know, when your sinuses start fucking with you, you know, you got to blow your nose from down here. So yeah, I'm sorry, Bernie Mac is on my TV. R.I.P. Bernie Mac. be quiet. The parentals are still asleep. I'm looking at the screen though, at my feet while I'm walking. And my mama was talking about me and my feet this morning. I said, girl, these are the feet and the knees and the legs God gave me, okay? I just gotta deal with it at this point. At this point, I just gotta deal with it. Ooh. It's been sitting out here waiting on me, baby. Because when that stomach got the ring, and I had to go. And then my mama decided she gonna go out the front door in her drawers. I'm like, girl, you know my daddy sleep. Cause what? Tell me I forgot my phone. And if I was at 100%, which I'm not, cause my mama be done push me out the way even at 100%. But even at 100%, I couldn't even push that woman and say, don't you go out that door like that. Baby, I'm still recovering. Do what you want. I'm telling my daddy. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Now that I done unleashed the beast, my mind is clear. I don't know what I'm doing with myself. I was going to go walking and stuff, but I'm not drinking no electrolyte right now or nothing else like that. I think I had a Gatorade the other day, but I'm just trying to stick to water outside of, whatever juice I might have with my meals or whatever. So I don't feel like I have enough water in my body to even try to go bake in the sun. Because the other day when I went outside, it was like, when I went walking, it was about 10:30 or 11 because I'm testing my own body out. So I went at a hotter time, to see what I can and can't do. Baby, by the time it was time to do that second lap at that park, I didn't even complete it. By the time I seen my car and a open spot for the sidewalk, I was at my car. Because, baby, I'm tired as fuck. Tired as fuck. Every time I feel like I'm dying, well, shit, I just quit smoking. But it won't be today. But, yeah, so the other day when I went walking, it was definitely a little warm. But that's the only way I know what my body can and can't do. Because, like I said, this side was the side I was concerned about. My left side, obviously. So, and I was feeling the effects of a lot of the things that I've been doing over the last few years and probably way before. So I was like, oh yeah, now girl, you need to chill. So, and I'm on the road to having natural periods again. So that's another thing. That's really what I'm stressed out about. So I have a certain time frame to get it to come down. So, and I'm trying to do it as natural as possible without any type of sex. So I just pray that it does when it comes down. That way I don't have to get back on birth control because it defeats the purpose if I want more children. So, but I understood why my doctor said I needed as much as I had then because I needed to get my hormones under control because I was not having a period the way I needed to. Because even for as big as I was when I was having a period, I still felt like I wasn't bleeding enough, which was the problem, which was why my blood pressure stayed up all the time, which is why I tried to chill. because I already knew why my blood pressure stayed up, because I wasn't having a period. So it was just a matter of making it to my next doctor's appointments until my doctor can tell me what we can do about it. And also, I was waiting to see if my ex even wanted more children. So everything that I did, everything I went through was necessary for what I want. So, but baby, I'm feeling stuff down here naturally that I haven't felt in a long time. And it's like, okay then. I went to hang out with some of my cousins this weekend, my older cousins. It's funny being around my cousins now. The ones, you know, even though we knew each other, but we just didn't get to like just grow up together. So it's funny being around each other and the different type of lifestyles we've lived and the different type of environments we've been in. This shit is funny when we all get together, because we all be looking at each other like, well, what you gonna do? Well, what you gonna do? And when we all together without parental guidance, we stupid. I'd hate to see what type of shenanigans and stuff we get into if we had amusement parks and water parks and everything else that we like to do involved, because we dumb as hell. And the fact that we are perfectly okay jumping off of stuff, falling off of shit, just to have fun with each other. The kids go play. That shit be funny as hell. Because our grandma look at us and be like, well, they be out here like they the damn kids. Hello, we missed a whole lot with each other, girl. Hell yeah, we finna be out here like we the damn kids. Come on, y'all. Y'all are too old now to be out there doing all that. Baby, no, we not. I can still do cartwheels, baby. I ain't too old yet. I told my baby the further she get along in gymnastics, then I'll start doing more stuff with her. Now I have to get to a point to where I'm running again, because when I started losing weight, I told my ex, I said, the goal is to start running again. I mean, no, I'm not training for a marathon and no shit like that, but I was my happiest and my most freest when I was running track. So the goal is to get back to running. That's why I said I have to have a better support system for myself. I was a good support system for other people, you know, even though they didn't want to or didn't care to or whatever the reasoning was. I need a better support system for myself. Because again, even when I do, or if when I am able to have another baby, if that time comes, I still want to be able to heal like I'm supposed to and pop back up without no problem. I still want to keep my body together. The things that I didn't know when I was younger, those are the things that are my goals now, regardless of, you know, what everybody else got going on. Because if I ask you to support me, to help me, walk with me, be a part of whatever I got going on, and you give me too much pushback, then you're not really my person. You're not my people. You're not that. You're not that. And the fact that I have to and had to get out of character with so many people to just be supportive, however you can be supportive. I'm not ever asking nobody to go above and beyond. If you choose to do that for me, I'm always appreciative, because you didn't have to do that. But yeah, I need a better support system for myself. I need people that if I get to a certain point, they gonna push me to keep going. If I surpass them, okay, here you go. Here goes somebody that can keep you going. That's how I am about the whole, or was about the whole losing weight thing. Like, the village I started out with was great because they were definitely the ones I needed. I needed those laughs. I needed that, whatever I needed. But I'm at a different point now. I feel like where I'm at, I'm not satisfied only because of the area that I talked about in my last video. It's mainly just my stomach area, and it's not even, like I said, I don't even care that it's flat. It's just that once I was big and now that I'm smaller, I just need to make sure that I'm comfortable, especially around my midsection. Because when these doctors was like, you need to eat some bland food, since you're a smoker. You don't see what color I am. Bland don't even fit in my damn vocabulary. I don't even make it fit. But I heard what you said. So yeah, my midsection is like the part that I need to get together. And like I already know there's only so much tightening up of the skin. Like I can only drink so much water. But I plan to get more tattoos, so that shit don't even matter. And I'm not a woman who cares about certain things anymore because I've already been through that phase. So skin surgeries and shit like that ain't even nothing that I'm even interested in. Even if it was suggested, it had to be a medical reason for me to get a skin surgery or some shit like that, because But like I said, the boobs, if there's something I truly want to do, it'll be when I know I'm done having children. But I didn't get to experience breastfeeding with Diamond, so that's the only reason why I'm still stuck on that. Like, even if I get to experience it once, I would love to experience that. So, and I have the comments turned off on my videos because I just don't want to engage in certain conversations with people no more. The people that know that they can reach out to me, and when I say no, they know they can reach out to me. They do, and they have, and they've been doing it. So, yeah. Those that'll keep adding me on social media and stuff like that, at this point in my life, if I go back to when we were younger and I didn't really fuck with you then, and I really don't care to fuck with you now, because, again, we all went silent on each other. We all was being funny with one another. Like, all of that. If I add you, I add you. If I don't, I don't. And that's just where it is. Baby, if you dry this motherfucker off one more time, you gonna be done burnt the shit in half. I'm so glad I'm feeling so much better, because I was getting tired of drinking all that lemon stew. Even though I was still able to push and do what I needed to do for my cousins and my baby and shit. But baby, them sinuses were taking me down. And oh my God, when I went to my grandma's, because like when one of my aunts or uncles calls and wants to see me, that's just what the fuck that is. Like, it don't matter what I have going on, you make time. So that's what I did. And baby, I was sitting over there in my grandma's hot house, suffering. Talking about, baby, you all right? It sounds like them sinuses are getting you. Yeah, girl, I got caught smoking in the wind. Well, baby, I'm sorry. It just makes grandma sick. Grandma, I ain't saying nothing about that. I just said I got caught smoking in the wind. I'm fine. I know how to take care of myself. I just came to visit. I'll go doctor on myself when I go home. If you tired of hearing me cough, just say that, girl. I'll go on to the house. Well, now you all right. Well, all right then, girl. Sit here and listen to me. We're going to be all right together. And I talk to and about my family a certain way for a reason. Because some of them still think in certain ways. Even though their children, grandchildren have proven them different in some aspects of our lives compared to theirs. So it's just when I do tell people stories about my family, it's like, you talk to your family like that? Yes. Because my grandma taught me, you say what you need to say. You ain't got to cuss nobody out. And when I don't smoke and I'm just sitting there looking at you, talking to you, people think I'm being an asshole. No, I was taught that you can say what you need to say really without being amped the fuck up. That's really what that is. Because Kiara don't get amped up until you touch her physical being. That's what I was taught. You touch me, I touch you. You hurt me, I don't have to hurt you, but I damn sure can make sure God can. Because you're talking to somebody that's been writing her prayers down since she was 3 years old. My grandmother taught me about the Bible before I could even read it. I knew about the ancestors and all of that stuff before I even knew about multiple forms of religion. And Catholicism is something that I picked up along the way because of the type of friends that I had growing up and the type of environment I was put into when I was a child. So I had to learn quick. And my uncle had to teach me before I left. I remember him talking to me. And he was like, the first thing is, see, you ain't even supposed to do this shit, but the first thing he told me was the cuss words. He taught me the cuss words. And he was like, okay, now repeat them. And I said them. Okay, don't use none of them words when you out there, okay? Talking about that, watch your mama. Okay. But he at least taught me how to say good morning, good night. Obviously, the older I got, I added on to it. But he taught me a little bit, just a little bit. And he said, always listen for your name. If they don't say your name right, you don't answer. Okay. Oh, it went out. Ugly. I am enjoying the fact that I do get to still be around certain family members even after I had my episode. This last episode, this last kiss my ass that I think stuck this time. I am enjoying the fact that those who finally understand what they did, what they might have said, whatever it is, they are acknowledging the disrespect and where my line was drawn. And I am appreciative of that acknowledgement, because it ain't always about trying to one up somebody. I don't really give a damn what you do or don't got. Just don't fuck with me. That's all I care about. I finished washing my laundry, and I don't have a whole bunch to fold up, and I'm actually in the mood to fold it up, so that's probably what I'm finna go do. I don't know if I want to keep talking while I do that, though. I don't really have much to say no more. At least not about the stuff I've already talked about. Baby, them insides feel good. I'm sorry, y'all, but for as big as I was, you'll understand. And anybody who's lost weight and shit, they understand what the hell I'm talking about. You'll be surprised when your body start feeling normal, because even before I got big, something was always hurting on me, obviously, because I was an athlete. And I mean, something was always hurting. So, and like my last job, even though I liked it, you know, I was doing a lot of scanning and typing and picking up shit. I loved that job, but it was tearing up my wrist. And I have like a little trauma from some things on my wrist. So it's like, yeah, the minute I can't do something, sorry, that hurts, I can't do that. You'll be all right. That's why part of me is like working with old people. They get on my nerves because the minute you say something hurt on you, they got to talk about everything that they done been through, and that you're young and you're gonna be all right. That don't stop the fact that this motherfucker is hurting. So, baby, I got to be in the right environment, yo, because, Because my thing is, I've been around a lot of disabled people that don't really complain about they shit. Hell, when I talked about me bounding myself down when I was younger, my mama said once you start making certain decisions, you need to deal with them. So, I just don't complain about certain shit. At least I try not to anyway. Like with one of my homegirls that I miss, she, her dad passed away, you know, and I was working at the time, so I couldn't, like, just take off and stop everything I had going on, because my bills were still gonna keep coming, you know. But whenever I would have like my dad issues or whatever, I would try not to complain to her about my dad issues, because she no longer has her daddy. So it's like, I don't want to trigger her because I'm complaining about my daddy, you know. Or like, if I had a friend who lost their mom, because I don't believe I've come across a childhood friend before now who lost their mom, I can't relate. So I definitely would try not to complain about my mama, you know. Unless you already told me, you know, you didn't fuck with that person like that or whatever, then I understand that, then okay. But I would still be respectful of the fact of that. Or like when my friends would complain to me about their issues that I probably would have beat a nigga the fuck up. Yeah. About. But I would try not to complain about the things I was going through in my relationship because my shit wasn't that as bad. Because again, I wouldn't have married that nigga if I had to deal with that bullshit. Because, but baby, I try not to. I try not to. And somebody was like, you used to be so positive. That is appreciated coming from somebody that I was not like this week. But yeah, like I said, I had the same issues y'all had, whether y'all knew it or not. I just wasn't a bitch about it. I could just see your bullshit from a mile away. That's why I always told y'all, leave me alone. Don't fuck with me. If you're not coming right, leave me alone. And I think that's why a lot of y'all would go through my friends to try to talk to me or whatever. But I'd cuss them out too if they talked to me about the wrong person. And they knew that. Right. I think I definitely pulled myself up out of my own lions then, honestly. And then I've also been like trying to stay away from people and their children since I haven't been around one of my godchildren anymore. So my ex-sister-in-law has been, I've been keeping my nephew or whatever, and it is just the cutest thing because for one, I have not cared for a baby boy since my baby brother. So it's definitely different because, like I said, I've always been around girls at that point. So, talk about baby strength. And again, my body is still, weak and shit from what I just went through. So, and for the most part, I'm one of them let babies do whatever the fuck they gonna do as long as they not hurting themselves. And I'm holding them because I don't mind holding babies because it ain't coming home with me. So come on, let's play. And talk about possum, playing possum. He gets real still. Get the stuck in that thumb. Okay, are we sleepy? Is that y'all I'm ready to go to sleep thing? Because I haven't been with him since birth, so I'm learning him. So, I pulled him up under these titties. Come on. He's still laying there with his eyes open. I'm tired of shaking at this point. Because again, body's still weak. So I start moving and I'm just rocking him. He pops back up. Okay, TT arm hurt. Okay, but come on. He start laughing, smiling, playing, clapping, all this shit again. Then he does one of these. Well, okay, is that another one? Okay, come on. Put him back up there. Come on. And he's a big boy. So I'm like, okay, maybe this the one. Maybe this the last one. He get to swing that leg. I'm like, okay, he rocking himself to sleep because I rock myself to sleep. Yes, my big grown ass still rocks myself to sleep. Mind your business. So I'm like, come on. We doing this. We doing this. I'm up again. Ooh, I volunteered to babysit, but you're killing me at this point. And he's so big, I don't have to really, he moves my body when he's sitting in my lap because of how big he is. And again, I let babies do that because if you ain't hollering, do you, boo? Because I don't give a damn, just shh. So he's sitting there playing again, rocking me around. So obviously my feet not touching the ground because I'm sitting on the bed and I'm short. So we doing this. And then I'm like, okay. He rose again. I said, okay, now that time you gotta be sleepy. Sure enough, I put him up there. And after that time, he went to sleep. But I'm like, oh my goodness. And then same thing in church yesterday. They playing music. He got me rocking. I'm like, okay. When he wanted to stand up, I stood him up on my lap, fixed his feet. And he leaning this way. Now, boy, you know that, okay, now this head. I need you to chill. Then when he starts falling asleep in church, that head definitely went down. Because me and him both almost went down in that chair. Boy, come on. And maybe I felt like Diamond was light because I was heavier when I had her. And a lot of the other babies I've held since then weren't as heavy, probably because I was heavier. But now since I'm not as big, my nephew feel heavy. Cause my little adopted god baby not even that heavy. Grandbaby, not god baby, my adopted grandbaby. She not even all that heavy, but they not as close in age either. But I'm like, ooh. But I'm definitely enjoying all this time with certain people again. Come on, nose. One of my cousins was laughing at me the other night because even though I've been trying to be supportive while I'm not feeling good, because that's just how I am, unless it's green. That's just how I am. So I was in her house and she looks over at me and say, "What are you doing? What are you smelling?" I'm testing my nose out. She said, "I was thinking that, but I'm trying to figure out what the hell you doing." Hell, I'm in and out the door because of you. Let me test it out. had so much food yesterday. I'm not even hungry this morning. Because, baby, I'm still stuck on that meal that I got before church yesterday. It was so good. Ain't nothing like a good home-cooked meal. Somebody else's home-cooked meal because I don't feel like cooking at home. I don't want to right now. Yeah, she still don't want to cook. And I think it's because I don't have nobody to cook for. Because kids don't give a fuck. As long as they eat. But mine already know if I cook, you gonna eat it. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna cook something that I know she eat. Ain't none of that. I don't eat this shit. The only thing I don't make my baby eat is macaroni and cheese. That is the only thing I don't make her eat. Everything else is a go home, girl. At least try it. At least taste it. Stop looking at what it look like. And I won't give her no shit that I won't eat. Like beets, oh my God. I don't know how many times I told my grandma I did not like that shit growing up. But for some reason, it still kept ending up in a pot. Man, I don't like this shit. It's good for you, Kiki. You need to eat it. Grandma, you don't eat Brussels sprouts. It's cabbage. I don't want no baby cabbage. I don't want these motherfucking beets either. So, like, if it's in a smoothie or something and it's not overpowering, go ahead. But if you put them bitches in a pot and put them on that stove, no. Leave them in that bitch because I'm not eating them motherfuckers. Those are nasty. Yes. But yeah, baby. She tried to have that bad when we got separated, when we finally got back together. I don't eat this, I don't eat that, I don't want that. Girl, you forgot who your mother was. Hold on. Hold on. If I cook it, you gonna fucking eat it. Because you could be getting some of everything else in the world. But you got a mama that give a damn. You gonna eat it. Because I ain't playing with you. I don't care if you sit there like this. Girl, our grandma used to give us the same meal if we didn't finish it for dinner. Good morning. Same meal. There has been times where one of your uncles had to sit at that motherfucking table all night because he didn't eat his motherfucking food. See, I could be one of those because I'm pretty sure that that is something that we all went through, if not worse. So, parenting 101. If you cook it, they need to eat it. Unless it's something they are allergic to or something that you've seen them obviously throw the fuck up. Because some of them will sit there and do all of that just to force themselves to throw up. So you have to know the difference in that scenario as well. Because if you don't want to do it, how can you trust that the next motherfucker is going to do it for your baby? That's what I don't understand. Shit's crazy to me. Y'all letting y'all's kids telling y'all what the hell they do and don't want to do. And then a minute a parent who is trying to truly help tell you something. Well, fuck it then. Screw up then, shit. Don't call me crying. Yeah, because right now, I only got one life I have to keep alive. That baby almost left me one time. It's because that fool was in there jumping up and down with candy in her motherfucking mouth. And I had to Heimlich her ass, and yeah, I said it like that. I had to Heimlich her motherfucking ass. I was scared shitless at that point. Because it's like, girl, number one, are you okay? Because the minute that cherry sour popped out of her fucking throat and out in her chest and said, breathe, girl, breathe. She looked me dead in my eyes, wide as fuck. Mommy, I almost died. I said, I know. Are you okay? And I hugged her. I embraced her. You know, everything you're supposed to do. Did it a few more times because I wanted to make sure she was okay because I was finna get her. And I said, bring me that candy. Go in that room and sit your ass down. Because I told you when you opened that bag up, sit down with that candy and eat it. Don't be in there jumping around. I had literally just gotten off of work. So all she had to do was what I said do. I was in my bedroom decompressing, getting ready to get out of my clothes, all of that stuff. And luckily, if you are a true mother, you have mom ears. So I heard her when she coughed because I pay attention to my child. She don't have them issues. So what are you in there coughing for? Anytime I hear a cough or something, a sniffle, you okay? You need some medicine? Okay, get it together. So when I heard that, I'm running down the hallway because I'm like, I know she's not sick, but I knew she was in there eating candy. So after we got it up and all that, and before I yelled at her, I asked her, was she in there jumping up and down? Because she obviously had her eye opener. Yes, mommy. Okay, I knew it. Now y'all see why I'm the way I am with my child. I'm not. I wasn't being funny when I was like, too many people are passive parents. passive parents. No one is throwing slugs or shots, yo. It's just, it is what it is. You see it that way if you're offended by it. Because again, I could have made some better decisions. Now, as a parent, no, because I was doing what the fuck I needed to do as a parent. All that other shit didn't matter to me. Because like I said, I got to make sure whoever I put my baby, whose hands I put my baby in, I got to make sure she gonna be alright. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn if I'm all up in your shit. If my baby over there, guess what? I'm up in your shit. Yes. That's what the fuck that means. Yes. Yes. That's exactly what that means. And if I keep your children, I would expect for you to be the same. Just saying. I don't give a damn if you're married or you're single. I need to know your lifestyle. No, she can't go over there. We can come over there together, but she can't stay. Y'all think folks be trying to be funny. Because when mine got jumped on unnecessarily because somebody wasn't listening. Yeah, I have to make sure y'all are paying attention, y'all. It's not always about who's going to do it for cheap, who's going to do it for free. It's not always about that. It's not always about that. Because I'm not paying a motherfucker until I know I can trust your motherfucking ass. And that's just it. That's just it with me. Yeah, you probably lose the relationships. But at least I ain't lose no more. Because like they say, people come and go, right? And the fact that my baby went through the same scenario that I went through. Yeah. No. It stops here, bro. I don't give a damn about that guy, mama shit. I don't give a damn. No. Because that's the only person I'm really supposed to be stupid about. Like I said, she's somewhere where I'm perfectly okay. Where if I'm taken away now, I'll be all right. But they've made sure that I won't get taken away. And they've made sure that my child is okay and gonna be okay. And they respect the fact of everything that I've said at this point. Because I've had to say more than what I needed to say as far as why I keep telling people know about certain shit. But it's out there now. All of it. don't know what I'm gonna eat because I ain't taking no bacon out that damn freezer. I mean, I could probably still take it out the freezer. I'm not hungry right at this second, no way. Oh, it feels good to sit out here and breathe and not feel like I'm choking. Ooh. It just felt like somebody was taking sandpaper across the inside of my head. She got a burp. Ooh, it squeezed me. It's just water. I still can't believe how good church was yesterday. And I'm not surprised. I actually prefer hearing female speakers over male speakers, obviously. We can relate. But, and like most speakers, religious or not, there's always a segment where it's a point where, like we all say, people want to read the Bible until it don't apply to them no more. And obviously it was one of those moments, but you have to look at the overall situation because again, everything ain't for you. When you go on that Sunday or that Wednesday or whenever you go Saturday, however you pray, however you fellowship, every story is like that. It can be relatable all the way up until a certain point, and it's like, okay, well, that part don't apply to me. But everything else did, but you can still learn from how theirs was. There's nothing wrong with being relatable at all, but you have to be able to understand from a deeper level of what you're dealing with, who you're dealing with, and how to deal with them. And until you know that, you really won't know people. You really won't. No, my chest isn't hurting. My shoulder is itching. Because I smoke outside out of respect for my parents. Yeah, the mosquitoes been turning my motherfucking back up. And like in the garage, my brother got like a couple of fabric items in there, and I think whenever I go out there, they just be waiting on me to light up so they can come out of that damn fabric and start eating my ass up. So I'll put some peppermint oil on it and hopefully it'll go down. Because I don't like putting none of that other shit on me only because I don't want to walk around smelling like that. I don't want to walk around smelling like this shit. Especially if all I'm doing is coming outside. for 5 to 10 minutes and then going in the house. And today I sat out here longer so my body will warm up because we keep a cold house. I think that's why this morning I got up. Like, girl, okay, you had plenty of water. Okay, everything you ate was things that you needed. Why is our tummy upset? But I'm still getting over this sinus infection and I got overheated. So, and mama had to drop off a load because, ooh, wee. At some point, I'll go pick up little baby today from her dad's. I told him, I know you over here all broke up and shit, but don't be over here letting her just not do nothing. Make her ass help you. Shit, because I damn sure told him how she acted when I went walking. Baby, we breaking down for your motherfucking ass. You finna come out here and walk. If you can't do this, you don't need to be in gymnastics, yo. I ain't even asking you to run with your mama. Because I know you're not going to be able to do that. I wanted you to walk with me. So, you heard. This is what life is about. Make her ass do something. Within reason. Because he's a certain way when it comes to certain stuff, too. He just don't want motherfuckers doing for him. If it wasn't me, he ain't want nobody doing it. Even during this whole us not being together shit. If it ain't me, you don't want nobody doing it. And obviously I have to be understanding for as long as we've been in each other's lives. But at this point, I just call my daddy. And I'm sick of calling his ass because if I have to hear, you need to get a man one more time. You don't want me to have one of them. And my baby brother and I already told me if he got a penis, you can't have him. That's what I want. What do you mean? And my other brother, he just don't give a damn as long as you ain't putting your hands on me. So. Because he don't mind getting ugly. They both don't. But he's the one I'm more afraid of seeing. He's the one I'm the most afraid of seeing. So, yeah. I try not to put myself in certain situations. And if I do end up in a situation, I deal with it. And yeah, I left it. I got a scratch. Oh, and I ain't had to spit since I've been outside. I just noticed it. Look at God. The trash is gone. Then my daddy gone. Oh no, we don't want the fan on. Let's see. Where do we want to set up shop today? Oh, I need to get some clothes at the dryer before I set up shop anywhere. Oh, excuse me. That is another thing about being at home. Now that I'm on ground level, I'm not on the second floor no more. Just coming in the house, I just start fucking coughing. And obviously, it's the way our back patio is set up. Because I carry a lot. I'm not finna stand up for too long. And if I'm at home, why the fuck am I doing this shit? If I'm at a... I paused it. Oops. My bad. Lick these motherfucking lips. He didn't even eat. And my mama told me to feed his ugly ass. But you know what? I did feed him a lot last night, so that's probably why he didn't eat when I fed it to him. Which is fine, as long as he eat. When it got cold, my mama kept trying to figure out, for one, why his dog food was going so fast. And why he was going to the bathroom so much. No, why he had gained so much weight. So obviously he was going to the bathroom more. I said, because baby, it's cold. He close to the ground. And then she had taken both of his blankets out of his beds and washed them. And she did it like a couple of the coldest nights or whatever at that time. So I was giving him extra food. Because I'm like, that way, if she do it again, he should be able to keep himself warm just a little bit. She's like, I'm trying to figure out why his food going and you here overfeeding his ass. You keep taking his blanket and forgetting to give it back. I was gonna say un momento, but we finna sit this right here on top of these clothes. Uh-oh. There we go. And I still didn't take that bacon out. Oh, I need Wanda to put her nipples down. Baby, that's why they love that Wanda, baby. Much better. Then my mama was talking about my feet this morning. Because I'm pigeon toed. So she thought she was going to crack jokes and turn her feet in. First of all, don't do that, okay? Don't talk about me. Second of all, go to bed. Talking about this, baby. You be walking like you struggling. Honey, it is a struggle. I ain't got no more whiskey, so it's just straight lemon stew. And as y'all can hear, since I ain't doing much, but looking for another job that I'm interested in, my mind is still all over the fucking place. But I was like this before I even started smoking shit. So, like I said, I shampooed my scalp yesterday. Well, last night after I got back from church. Cause it was itching. I was like, I ain't gonna be able to make this last. And I don't think I'm even worried about redoing my center because, baby, the way it was itching the other night, I might let this stay up the next couple of weeks just to get Diamond in school and get everything going and shit. And then take this shit down and put it back up real quick. Excuse me, that way if I find another job, my hair is already done because that was the whole point of me doing my edges. Hold on, the microwave going off and I want to wake up my mama. So, So, I greased my scalp, put some leave-in conditioner on, like my actual hair and the parts of the braids where my hair is, and just kind of saturated it and squeezed it together some, so it'll go into my hair. Which, when I braid my hair, well, before I damaged it again, I would only use grease when I first braid my hair, and then I would use oil on my scalp after that. But now I have to retrain my body again to go back to what I was doing. So I put the leave-in conditioner here after I shampooed my hair. Not to my hair because my hair ain't that damn long. And then I put it all over like my scalp and rubbed it onto my actual hair strands until I felt like I had enough of it on my hair and not as much on my scalp, so my scalp don't itch as bad, because that stuff is technically for your hair, not necessarily for your scalp, unless it says scalp treatment. Obviously, you're going to get a little bit of it on your scalp, but the goal is for it to be on your hair. And so I put that on, and then once I felt like my scalp had been had that on there, you know, enough, and I massaged it and rubbed it all down as far as I could. Then I put some of this Iso Plus hair and scalp on my hair, which, like I said, I typically don't use medicated greases other than Sulfur 8, because I know for a fact that bitch worked, you know, regardless of how bad this shit made me itch growing up. I know this shit works. So I would use it, and even as an adult, I would just mix it in some regular grease. That way it wouldn't itch as bad, because that's all I knew growing up. Even though it was itchy, I knew it was gonna make my scalp feel better. So that's all I did. And I'm not necessarily sick of it, because I'm not really doing nothing, but I think if I was working, having all this hair on my head would definitely get on my damn nerves. Because that's what happened when I had my locks. When I braided and twisted over my locks, and I still had to go to work, baby, that hair was heavy. And I think that was why my back stayed hurting, because I wasn't working out or anything like that. I think it was just the fact that I had all of that hair on my head, because the job that I was doing, I was already doing it before I even started getting my hair done again. But the minute I got that hair on my head, that back, and baby, people get on my nerves. And I don't even complain about my back, because the first thing people will say to me, well, your breasts are real big. Sorry, that's what God gave me. And so that ain't the reason why my back hurt. So I know in this case, my back was hurting because I had way too much hair on my head. Way too much hair on my head. But I needed to cover up those locks. That's why I said when I do it again, I'll probably do sister locks. And by then, I'll be at a point to where I want to do it myself, or pay somebody to to maintain my hair for me. Or I'm almost done doing braids and stuff like that on my hair. At that point, I probably won't be doing nothing but like chunky shit. Because at that point, it's to protect my hair. It ain't to be cute and do none of this other bullshit that we doing right now. So, and then too, I'm trying not to cut my hair off. So this was the best way to get my hair to grow again. Because like I said, at some point, I do want a long mohawk. I still keep in contact with one of my old barber mates. So, and she said she'll do it for me. So, it's just a matter of when I'm ready, because she ain't gonna hesitate. She's just gonna go in balls deep. So, yeah. And that's what I love about her. Because she ain't gonna give me time to think about it. So I need that beat already made on my mind before I get to her. And it ain't even itching now. I think it's just the fact that I got this air getting onto it. Because like I said, it was itching last night. And it was itching when I redid my edges. But all I did was take that big wide tooth comb and scratch that scalp like my papa used to do when I was younger. Scrape, 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 scrape. And kept it going. And I had 3 papas. So if you know me, you know me. If you don't, you don't. So But yeah, last night, I could definitely feel that it was inflamed from me scratching outside, number one. And number two, shampooing it. Because when I got ready to shampoo it, I stood in the mirror and just saturated my scalp with this bottle. And then just put the... And then use this to shampoo my hair. I need to try the other one. The other one I really want to try. This is the only one I've ever tried. I want to try the other one. So I use that, and then I also use the conditioner. I didn't use the olive oil replenishing conditioner this time because I don't have a whole lot of that. And I have to get ready to do... It's a net in here. Disgusting. I gotta do Diamond Test for school, so I'm trying to preserve her product where I can until I come across some extra money to be able to stock up again. Luckily, I didn't have to do too much hair buying this summer because she wanted one color, which was pink. So she had pink hair all summer. So, and once the school year get to going and I see what the other little girls are able to do and shit, then I'll let her play with color. Because I let her play with color at the end of school year last year because I'm like, she kept wanting to get her locks combed down. So we did that. And then she was like, well, Mama, I want some blue hair. I don't know. They didn't say nothing about no blue hair in the damn code of conduct, ma'am. Like, dress code, none of that shit. So once the more we started, she started going and I dropping off every morning and shit like that, I was like, okay. So I see like the other girls have little colorful beads, and because I didn't go to this school, so I don't know the structure. And you're not finna be calling me because we done made a decision. Deal with it. So so I was like, okay. So I'm like, okay, we can do a little bit. So at the end of the school year, I definitely let her make a statement. Because even with her showing out, she definitely made a statement. So now it's up to her to undo that statement. So we're going to start off the school year real plain and simple, homegirl. It's on you, boo. If we do anything extra, anything extravagant, any of that bullshit, because I'm not finna be stressing to be doing all that extra stuff if you're going to be showing out. And so... I'm still kind of sleepy, but I think I only didn't sleep all that great because I had my hair braided down. Because I don't really like nothing binding me down when it's time to go to sleep. So that could be why I really didn't sleep. Baby, I'm gonna think about this onesie. And it got a little warm. I made me some lemon stew in one of the mugs my mama bought me for I want to say my 31st birthday. I don't know. So I gonna drink this lemon stew. At some point I need to pull this bacon out. in the can. I think there's some sausage already out. I ain't got to pull nothing out. Come on, come up. I'm talking about my candy and my cook. And yes, I'm whispering. Turn it up loud. You'll be okay. But again, when the queen sleeps, the queen sleeps. Anybody who knows, I don't hear this shit. This is the episode when he had to get his prostate checked. It's funny. So, I said I ain't really been keeping up with much of nothing as far as these movies and these TV shows and shit, because a lot of this shit, again, trauma. So, I seen Sinners. That was a good movie. That is the first movie. Well, no. Well, yeah, I'm going to say the first movie. The first movie where I've seen Michael B. Jordan and I was attracted to him. Girls I went to school with have been trying to get me to be attracted to him for years, and it's like I just don't see it. But that movie definitely did it. It did. Yeah. Like, I didn't watch certain movies. Like I was telling somebody the other day, I don't watch certain movies during certain times when certain shit is going on. It's just some movies, if I get the gist of it, okay, you told me the gist of it. I don't even want to watch it at this point because we live some of this shit. And some shit I just don't want to keep reliving. Like, it's just, I don't give a damn of the setting. I don't give a damn about none of that. It's still the same shit. So some stuff I'm just okay without watching. But you can tell me about it all day long. I'm okay. And so, but yeah, baby, that definitely did it. And then I obviously like vampires and shit like that. So, yeah. I was like, oh. But yeah, definitely got the juices flowing. Definitely did. Definitely did. Oh man. And not warm enough. And it ain't got no whiskey in it. Whiskey, won't you go away? Oh, dang, Daddy took the bag out. I guess I better fix me some breakfast. I'll let nobody up and in the way. When I'm not in their way. That way I can lay down before I go pick up the baby. Because, I gotta do her hair. And as a matter of fact, she gotta take her hair down. I gotta do her hair. I gotta do my mama hair. Well, I know my mama excited about this shit again. She can literally come knock on my door and say, can you come comb my hair, please? I didn't plan on you. I'll get this this out the way. Excuse me. Oh. I think I've been up since like 6. I got up trying to get my body together. And then I talked to my mama for a little bit. When I was working, I hardly saw everybody. And when we saw each other, we was all tired from working. We was all having attitude and shit. So now I try to make it in a point to at least speak, because they're coming in from a hard day. So it don't matter what the fuck I got going on. I at least try to speak to my parents. My baby brother, on the other hand, I gotta gauge him because he's like asshole. You feel like talking today? No? Okay. Me neither. It's all right. Oh, did you hear that ankle? You see that? Old as fuck. I don't have no onions and bell pepper and stuff that I typically would cut up when I was living on my own. So, and yeah, don't touch your hair at home when you're cooking, y'all. That's disgusting. So, I been using salsa as my substitute to kind of give me what I'm used to having, just a little bit. So I probably won't do no cheese because, baby, after this morning, even though I didn't have anything, well, yes, I did. I had pizza last night, and I had a bowl of cereal before I went to bed, so that could have been why the devil was inside, because ooh wee. My daddy done burned something on this stove. This messy. And y'all probably gonna hear me clear my throat a lot and stuff. It's just because of this lemon stew. It makes me, it just makes the shit come up, so. And obviously I'm finna cook, so control your shit, girl. There we go, because I was gonna say, ooh. I know the lighting is probably horrible, but y'all see me. I see y'all. Y'all got me. I think I was wet when I touched my face. Nasty. Oh, she can't get that up. Even with the fingernail. Oh, wait. Cause I did. Who wanna hear that shit from my mama and from me? Okay. We got it. Excuse me. I covered my mouth. So, since I'm really supposed to be watching the protein and shit that I'm taking into my body and the oils and shit that I'm cooking with, I got me some avocado oil versus using like the other oils that we typically use to cook with. And we don't use a lot of butter, but before I could get some oil, I was using butter, so excuse me. I'm just using this for right now. And I only use a little bit because the sausage really makes its own grease. This is just so by the time it's time to throw my eggs in there, it has some sort of something on the bottom. Because, yeah, I don't like no scorched ass eggs, yo. Sorry. It's old, dried up food on the outside of the package. And that's the thing about us now. It's like now that we don't eat as much as we used to as a family. Like we used to probably could eat the whole big roll of sausage, just the 5 of us. Maybe half of that. Maybe not the whole thing, but maybe half of that. But my daddy would cook just to make sure we ate. You know, we had food. So if he had to cook it, that's just what the fuck he did. Top strap. That's enough. Excuse me. I need to cook. To keep me from washing dishes. Yes, this is what she does. And I even did the same thing when I lived on my own, when we had paper cups and shit like that. That's why we bought them more often. Because I ain't give a damn. As long as I ain't got to wash no dishes. When my life got busy again. Obviously, when I was at home, I wasn't doing shit else but taking care of my baby, so why not? Turn my meat on. I'm gonna do my eggs. I just need 2 eggs. Don't be a fat ass today, girl. Then again, I'm not eating no bagel because I don't want no bread. I could do one more egg. And I just bought eggs. I gotta go buy some more milk. This one ain't no milk. How many? That one's stuck. Lord Jesus. It's okay. Waste not one. Okay. There we go. That feels so much better because I felt like just 2 eggs, I was still gonna be on water. Oh shit. Yes, it's bad. Boy, y'all can tell that I'm not in my own space because, baby, in my own house, I ain't care about messing up nothing. It was just when that kid had Play-Doh everywhere. Oh, hell no. And if your kid ain't had Play-Doh everywhere, then you just wait. Just wait. You got 3 eggs, fool. You don't need a lot of milk. And you put that picante sauce in there already. Cut the dairy. Now, last time I did this, last time I cooked, a package came to the house and I ain't put none of my seasonings in there, but luckily I had already did my sausage, so obviously the sausage had seasoning. I was like, my eggs taste like that. Like, y'all came at the wrong time. My bitch was cooking breakfast. I try not to cook with a lot of salt. When they first put me on blood pressure medicine, I stopped cooking with as much salt. And when I did use salt, I only used Lawry's because I didn't care for regular salt. I don't care for pink Himalayan salt. I ain't care for none of this shit. And I tried to buy like seasoning blends that didn't have salt. And we're not gonna do a whole bunch of pepper since the devil was inside this morning. Oh. And then my pinky been hurting. I smashed my finger when I was a little girl on graduation day. It was so much chaos going that day, but I don't even remember how my fingers got caught in the damn door. I just know that when they let that bitch go in that auditorium, that finger was off in that motherfucker. And I hollered. And I had to go. Graduation day, I had to go to the nurse and everything while they still setting up and shit to go get a splint on my finger. My mama talking about, don't leave. I remember walking across the stage, baby, finger still hurt. So my teacher was giving me my little one, my finger hurt. And at 34, that bitch still hurt. What the hell? And then, when I came out the hospital, my mom was like, all we got is regular bacon. I said, I know how to cook regular bacon down, mama. She talking about, well, just make sure you cook it dry. That's why I don't want no bacon. Because if I got to cook it dry, nasty. Obviously, you drain it, but even cooking it in the oven, cooking it in skills, you still drain that motherfucker. So it's like, I don't want it too crispy. I don't need it hurting my teeth. I need it to, I don't need my tooth to go. And then I'll probably drink me some orange juice and some raspberry lemonade once I get done with these lemons too. So I got something to drink. Oh, I feel like I need some more milk in there. I'm gonna get my mama one of them damn utensil holder damn things, because I don't like that shit. I mean, obviously I'm doing it, but I don't like that shit. I'm used to having a utensil holder. I feel like I need some uppercut sauce in here. Something. Them eggs look a little thick. And me not like it. That's annoying. We have a dog, that's why I keep looking around. Make sure he's not in this kitchen. Because he be trying to play. Like he don't know. Ouchie, shit, it popped me. I seen one of my classmates, one of my YouTube videos. He talking about, oh, that's long. Well, if you want to know what I've been doing, there you go. Oh, let me stop. Now I'm after hear the damn song. This might be enough for me and Mama. I don't know if she'll have time to eat though before she leaves. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my God, my face peeled so bad once it finally stopped. Oh my goodness. Now I look like I got 2 little kidney marks up under my nose, y'all. Me no like it. But I don't wear makeup, so she gonna get over it. That's enough eggs for me and my mom. I don't need all the eggs, but it's okay. At least my mom get fed. My daddy is normally not here when I cook something to eat, but if I do make enough for him, we typically just put it in the refrigerator and let him know we got him some food in there. Because he always spends for himself unless he say he cooking, you know, for the house or whatever the case may be. He don't depend on us to cook him no meal. Because he said he taught us how to cook for a reason. So, feed yourself. If I need you to cook for me, I'll tell you. And with him being an older man, I don't know what all his body needs. So I typically, like, I cook for him, but I don't be knowing, like, how to cook for him now. Cause like we want him to gain a little weight back, but I don't know how to feed him, you know, to make sure that he still stays healthy and stuff. So for the most part, we try not to feed him. And because we all cook differently, we try not to make him sick. So unless it's something that we know for a fact that he cool with, we try not to cook for him. Just let him fend for himself. Not because we don't want to. It's just we know his body. And I didn't cut the heat up high, so I wouldn't burn my eggs. Normally I would have cut it up higher if it takes you a short amount of time to make your eggs, but it took me this long because, yeah. And I didn't use a really big skillet because the intentions was to just cook for me. But me and Mama can eat off of this. And I think that's another reason why she enjoyed me being at home too. Is because if I'm cooking, 9 times out of 10, I don't know how to cook for a single person. I don't. I still don't know how to cook for just one person. So I be in here making too much food. Yeah, me and Mama can eat off of that. I watch this skillet, baby, because I'm pretty sure my mom and daddy sick of us. When my little brother first came back from college, he had this bad habit of only watching his shit. I done came back home from being married, and I'm only watching my shit. Now, when I first moved back and I wasn't working, I was cleaning up behind everybody as best as I could and still making sure I was doing what I needed to do for my damn self. But, baby, my daddy told us something. Y'all need to start cleaning up y'all shit. That's just how it is. Okay. Oh, my God. And I had to tell Diamond because Diamond, I've been letting her have free range for the most part. That might be too much for Mama. I've been letting her have free range for the most part. So she don't always know to wash her dishes. I let her have free range, so she don't always know to wash her dishes because that's not something we make her do. We typically wash her dishes. So if she's come in here and had something in the middle of the night or whatever the case may be, and then wash her dishes, that could be what my dad was fussing about. And so I definitely told her, girl, we all got in trouble. Make sure you putting your stuff together, girl. I'll put this in the refrigerator. That way, if she don't eat it and my daddy want it, he can eat it. Girl, clean this motherfucking skillet. Did you not hear your daddy? Mama ugly. What she do with that sponge? I'm gonna use the fan. I hate using sponges anyway. Excuse me. I'm still laughing about this morning. And my mama going outside like that. Cause what was that? I think she did that to get a reaction out of me. Cause that was not okay. It looks so good. I just need some cheese on top of it. Okay, I ain't put too much salt in it because I thought I dropped too much salt in there. Because whoever put the salt in the container the last time took the rice out. Well, it's like, bruh, I really gotta pay attention. And that whole put it in your hand first and then drop it on your plate. I don't give a damn if your hands are clean. I'm not gonna do this shit. I guess I'll eat in here some because I got my eggs going, my lemon stew going. And I'm probably gonna be making the ugly faces that I was making the other day with my baby because I ain't been able to use my nose right in a while. I need to turn the brightness up on my phone, but I'm scared if I slide the screen, I'm gonna stop recording. Cause again, we still learning this shit. And I'm sorry if I'm a smacker, but I'm gonna eat. Baby, I cannot get over that plate. My ex-mother-in-law. That food, oh my goodness. I'm from the South, and to me, ain't nothing like Southern cooking. Yeah, I want to go visit up north just to try, but ain't nothing like Southern cooking until I try some North food that's better than Southern food. And I want to try other cultures, and I know we have like a lot of those places here. So it's like I want to go to as close as I could possibly get to that culture. Because if I can get it here without a passport and all of that stuff, cool. Because when it's time to get a passport, it's going to be for a purpose. I'm not getting no passport just to get a passport. Or none of the other shit just to get it. When I get it, it's going to be for a purpose. And then I remade my hair oil. Not a whole lot. Just enough to get me and my baby by until I can get what I really need. So I'm smelling everything. More than what I was. I said I was gonna fold up clothes, but baby, I might be chilling while my baby not here. Cause I don't know what kind of baby I'm gonna get when I get her back. I don't know what type of attitude we gonna have. Bit that whole tongue ring. And then, talking about hair, I don't see how y'all still use braid spray. Braid spray just wasn't, I didn't like it. I'd rather just use warm water on my scalp. Because obviously with all the grease and stuff I put on my hair, I just spray it with some damn warm water. I like, I've heard people get in the shower, you know, right after they get like cornrows and shit to kind of loosen up their scalp. But it's like, you rinsing all the product out your hair at that point. Just spray a little warm water on it. Turn that faucet on, hot. Put it in that bottle and spray your scalp. And like I was saying on Instagram, I don't do people's hair who have like, they need to go to a dermatologist to see. Like, I don't do that. Unless you come to me with your medicated shampoo, or when I come to you, you show me your medicated shampoo or whatever the case may be, then okay. But a lot of times people will be knowing that they got stuff on their scalp when they come to somebody. That's really how like a lot of the spread of a lot of this shit happens. And, you know, people not knowing, or people not knowing how to clean properly, or not cleaning properly in that moment. Because honestly, in a barbershop, you are supposed to take the time to clean after every client. That's what you are supposed to do. But when you trying to get that money, you gonna do it real quick, once over, yada, 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 and going about your way. That's why when we find out people have things on their scalp and things like that, we do refuse you, because you knew what the hell you had going on before you came to me. You've not only exposed me, but now you've exposed everyone else, whether I'm clean or not. That's what I mean by people be knowing what the fuck they doing. That's why I don't deal with certain shit, because people be knowing. Excuse me. Excuse me, any type of training, any type of degree, any type of certificate that I've gotten, yes, I took this shit seriously. I don't play. Especially once I found loopholes and shit to certain shit that everybody else obviously didn't know, obviously I became a problem. So, just wanted to myself. So, you have to be careful. With stylists, same thing. But because women have long hair, you don't always see what the hell they got going on their scalp until you get up in there. With short hair, you obviously see it. But, yeah. Or people who bring their children around like that, they be knowing their kids have certain stuff on their scalp and don't let you know. Because it could be something simple that you just need some, what is that, some Selsun Blue or whatever them other medicated shampoos and shit is. But because you don't say nothing ahead of time or at all, we're not going to know. But that also comes from you not paying attention to your children as well. Because if your children got all of that shit on their scalp and you don't notice it until it's inflamed, not saying you're being a neglectful parent, but life could be busy. But you still have to pay attention. Because just like us, children's pain is going to be intensified because they got all that pain in a little bitty body. So even with itchiness, all of that stuff, you have to say something. Hairstylists and barbers are just like doctors and nurses. But obviously, they're not going to pay us that much. Because when anybody and everybody can get it, exactly. Alright, my breakfast was good. It would have been better with some cheese. But I guess I had enough cheese on my pizza. I got cheese, eggs, and a bag. I'm sorry. Ooh, that was good. Have my breakfast. Get this down. And that's gonna be all she wrote. I'll rewatch this video. Make sure ain't nothing off in here that y'all don't need to see or hear. Even though I don't give a damn. And then I'm gonna post it. Bada bing, bada boom. It's no longer warm, but it still has the same effect. Yeah, man, I ain't got no whiskey. All I needed was a little bit of Canadian whiskey. Go off in there. Come on, Reese. Look at the Reese. Baby. I'm trying to figure out why that ankle popped a minute ago. Probably because I don't be getting down like that no more. Oh, excuse me. Because I don't remember them ankles popping like that when I was twerking all the time. The good old days. Yeah, I think I'm finna chill. Let's chill. Yeah, that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna chill. Until I have to go pick up the kid. I'll talk to y'all later.